New year and new games, and I have no other plans except to buy these, so let's get started. So the first game I'm looking forward to this year is Pokemon Legends Arceus, whatever. Well, I don't know about looking forward to. I know I'm going to pick it up. I haven't looked too much at the game, so not sure if I'm going to end up disliking it a lot. But if I don't like it, I can just return it like I did with some of the June releases of Nintendo from 2020. I'm sort of going in release order, but then some don't have dates, so it gets a bit all over the place. Atelier Sophie 2. I've played Atelier Ryza and Atelier Ryza 2 last year, and I played Atelier Aisha, so it is interesting that they're going back to before. I guess they're taking their time to work on this, and then maybe Ryza will get a third game, hopefully. I did buy just Atelier Sophie on the Switch. I'm very confused by it because the leveling system is quite odd, and it's I struggled with it, what I got up to so far. So hopefully, I think it's taking after some later games though, and they did say because it's set directly after Atelier Sophie and not the other two games that are in that trilogy. At the very least, I won't need to know too much to get into it. Kaiju Wars is a game that I actually wanted to make a video on, even though I haven't been covering PC games because not getting quite enough use for the effort, but then currently how things are, I might as well just do what the heck I want because there doesn't seem to be much sense to anything. So they say that they're Godzilla cross Advanced Wars, and because the Advanced Wars remake got delayed, I don't have the comparison to make with it. But they have a demo on Steam. It's really fun. I really like it. I'm super looking forward to it. I don't want to say too much because I don't know if I'll make a video or something about it. But I love how it looks. I like the gameplay style of how you've got these units and then you've got to generate to be able to put more units, and then basically can only take one hit because you're fighting these giant monsters. It's quite different. At least I haven't, like I said, I don't have the Advanced Wars comparison, but Kaiju Wars and the Advanced Wars remake are something I'm looking forward to. Even though I'm quite dumb and have trouble with these types of games, I still really like that sort of genre. Another one in that is Metal Slug Tactics, should be coming out this year. So that just looks like aesthetically looks really cool, and again, I like the style of gameplay even if I am smooth to brain. In terms of fighting games we know that are coming out next year is King of Fighters 15, I think is the only one that at least has a set release date. So I'll probably pick it up. Don't know if I'll actually play it because I bought Guilty Gear Strive in June last year and then only started playing it on the 31st of December. So, but I am liking that. I like May and Axel and Potemkin. March is going to be like a ridiculous month. I'm probably going to have to prioritize what games I pick up and others are just going to have to wait till later. So one of the games I might get is Monarch. I have heard that it apparently isn't that great, but again it falls into that sort of strategy RPG line, has some sort of interesting looking visuals. So I'll probably give it a try anyway. Chocobo GP, which may or may not be a sort of a remake or a redo of a PlayStation game. Probably will get that unless it's especially bad, just because like I get pretty sick of Mario Kart because it's been around since, I don't know, 2014, that same game. And I didn't really like Crash Team Racing that much, and I guess the only other kart drifter I've been playing is like Genso Skydrift, and everyone is good at that, and I'm not. So I get left so far behind I can't even finish a lap. But it looks really cute. Hopefully I like the designs a lot. If not, I'll just look forward to... Did they confirm Diddy Kong Racing is coming to Switch Online? I hope so, because I like that. Otherwise I'll play that. Rune Factory 5 is also getting an English release, and they are having same-sex relationships, so I don't have to be a boy to marry the pretty postal elf, which is what I'll probably do. Apparently it doesn't really run that great. I don't know anything else about the actual quality of the game. I did get about 3/4-ish, about 3/4, yeah. At least halfway-ish through Rune Factory 4 the other year when I started playing it, and I really liked it. Need to finish it, but... So yeah, I really like, the original Story Seasons thing, and I like having the action RPG elements. So hopefully the rest of it, despite performance issues, is good, because it's not like I don't play games that run badly anyway. Like, I did Platinum Harvest Moon A Wonderful Life, the PS2 version, so, The main game that's coming out in March is Triangle Strategy, which I have to keep myself from stop saying project in front of, because they didn't give it a proper, nice name. Whatever. I really, really liked what I played of the demo, and like I did with the demo, I'm probably going to redo the fight several times just to see what different things you can do. Like, please watch my preview video about it, because like I said, you have different options in the fights to whether or not you're going to sacrifice these homes, or you've got the completely different storylines you can go across. Again, different fights. And it is possible to win some of these fights without doing the things that would give you more of an advantage, so I like to try it all out and just like see what happens. And I've been playing around with the elemental effects, so I can't wait to like completely abuse the heck out of that, because I'm gonna need it, because again, I like tactics, strategy, RPGs, but I don't think ahead more than like 2 steps ever, so that's my number one, probably one of my most excited for games of this year. I have the rest in kind of a mixed order, because some have a release date and some don't, so the Monster Hunter expansion, which is Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, that comes out, I think, winter, because it said summer, so middle of the year. I still have time. I didn't finish Rise, so I just have to remember at some point, at least by the end of Q1, to actually, like, start playing Rise so that I'm ready for Sunbreak. I did like it, and it'll just be more of the thing I like, so it'll be cool, and there'll be new outfits! More clothes to collect. That's why we play the game, right? Another one that's supposed to come out this year is Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, which is basically like a Team Reptile who's done Lethal League Blaze. A really good game, by the way, I reviewed that. Their take on sort of the Jet Set Radio games, which I haven't finished either of them. Turns out I do own Jet Set Radio Future, which is the better game, so thanks past me for buying it for myself, and I do have the machines to play it on. So I'll probably do that before that drops, just so I can get that sort of straight comparison. It looks fun, and I trust the people that are working on it to do something that'll feel as fun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which is a beat-em-up. I'm not much of a Turtles fan, but I really love playing beat-em-ups with my husband. They're just great, they're just good games to play together, and it looks really nice. It looks parody, it looks fun, it looks like it's just what I want. It's just a genre of game I like to play co-op, and I can do that. The Saints Row reboot is kind of on mostly the only concern is whether or not I'm actually gonna like the characters. I mean, I'm personally one of the few people that kind of liked Agents of Mayhem, so don't listen to me. But, you know, at least it has, like, some of the other things with the customization and that, and it'll be a new area to play with and explore. That's my only thing, is whether I'm gonna care much about the characters or the story, because last few stories haven't been, you know. One that I wasn't really keeping up with until, like, the Game Awards trailer, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. Watching that, it looked very Sunset Overdrive-y with the verticality and the movement and then shooting. So maybe I need to play that one or play the Arkham games, because I think that's the people that are working on this one. So hopefully it's like later in the year and I can at least even beat those games, but like play enough of them, sort of be less bad at this one. But it looks cool. It looks funny. I don't play too many sort of games like that, so for me at least I don't have to worry about, you know, if it isn't that great I won't have as much of a comparison to feel, but I'm interested in it. And then we've got things like Splatoon 3, which my only concern is the whole not cloud save support, because as someone who's lost their Splatoon save data multiple times, and like, for example, if you're in a Switch Lite and you play Splatoon, then you're going to be smurfing as well, because you can't have the same save on it. Like, it's different. They did eventually make it so that physical transfer is possible, so it's nice for them to do that after I lost my save. But anyway, they're probably still going to do it, and I'm probably still going to buy it. I used to say, I don't know if Nintendo or my dad is more disappointing, but hey, now that one of them's dead, so I guess it's Nintendo. And Bayonetta 3, again, I just hope that we get enough time between the announcement and the release date that I maybe actually finish one of the games. I've only owned them both since not long after I got with my husband, and that's been like 6 years, so, you know, maybe this year I'll do it. I like it. I get stressed. I get adrenaline rushes. The new Kirby game looks super cool, and I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they print enough of it, because they certainly seem to stop putting, it depends I guess where you live and what country and stuff, but like, they really stopped putting Kirby Star Allies on the shelves. Like, I don't know if they only gave it like one run or what, but it's super weird. So hopefully this one gets to continue to be allowed to be sold, because I don't know why they don't care about retail. It's like people come in to buy it. Like, people try to buy games that don't have a retail release, because the idea of a game not being in the store is still not known to some people. But like, if an indie game Kiwi can have physical release on like its release date, why the heck can Nintendo not republish ARMS and Kirby and 1-2-Switch? Like, it's like you want people to buy it. And then the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, it was actually I was gonna say, it was like a good year, the Mario and the Zelda that came out, because I actually beat those games. So I did like Breath of the Wild. I don't know, maybe 40, 50, sort of, like, I don't know, because now I'm on a new Switch, so until I played a bit, the hours aren't the same or accurate anymore. But I did like it. Don't really mind the breakable weapons, except for the fact that you get amiibo ones, and you collect them, and then they're gone. So yeah, I just hope the story is good and we get more of a focus on that and more of a focus on dungeon or like similar kind of thing. But otherwise, I'm looking forward to that, definitely. The Hogwarts game is a maybe, because we haven't really seen much about it yet. But it could be alright.
So I literally just pre-ordered the collector's edition to the sequel of this game, which is the AI Somnium Files. So the sequel is AI Nirvana, which comes out like at the end of April. I forgot to put it in the video, despite like this game. I love this game, and I'm really excited for the sequel. And I ordered the collector's edition off Oz Game Shop because the publisher that's been publishing these games in Australia and Europe hasn't never answered my question on whether like Danganronpa was going to get an Australian retail release. It didn't, or whether the collector's edition for AI Nirvana is going to, because it was available through Oz Game Shop and I didn't want to miss out on it because it has an exclusive pop-up parade figure of Iva, and I have to have that. But yeah, that and Triangle Strategy are probably my this year games that I have to have. Actually, speaking of collector's editions, I don't think Australia's even ever got pre-orders for the like limited edition for Triangle Strategy either. So there is one, I'm pretty sure. Oh well.
So I've probably forgotten some things, especially because, you know, some things might say, like, we already know some games got delayed out of this year, so like Final Fantasy 16 is not coming this year. And other things, you know, they might say this year, but just it's not going to be anyway, which is usually the case. A couple games that I already own on other systems, but are getting put to Switch, so I'll probably buy them on Switch, or maybe like the PC release in the case of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, because, you know, people will actually be playing it on that, and nobody plays fighting games on Switch, so. And Don't Starve Together is coming on Switch. I'm pretty sure I own that on PC as well, but it is just like, you know, because I've always had Don't Starve on the Wii U and then on the Switch, but like for ages it's been like, you know, where's together? We're getting it. So yeah, so far, out of games we know and like that I wrote up and looked, those are games I will most likely be buying this year, assuming they come out, some of which I am super excited for, and some I get a good feeling about them. So let me know what games you're hoping to pick up this year, or any that I missed that you think I might like. Oh, and mini channel update, which is my only written part of this video. I have some non-video stuff to work on, but there should be this video and a video review up this week. Then I've got to work more on the reviews again, but I have 2 non-review videos I want to work on this month as well, one of which is my Switch collection video, now that I did pick up some of the end of year releases from last year. I don't know how I'm going to record that, because all I have is like my phone, which can't hold like any data or this webcam. I'm probably going to be doing it by myself, and it's going to take a while, but hopefully I can at least do the recording in one day. And it has occurred to me that I don't have to write, record, and edit a video all in one day. I can do bits at a time, and then maybe more, like, it might happen more often. But so far my plan is to get a particular list of videos done, and then go from there. You know, maybe just do videos on what I'm actually playing, or do more casual videos. I think for reviews I'm not going to do the face cam much anymore. It does make editing easier somehow, but it also it still feels pointless to me. I don't really get the point of it. But I will do video, like just some vloggy videos like this where I will have that. So it'll be a little mix, so I can do some more just casual talking ones, and that can go in between playing through a whole game and writing and reviewing and editing it. But you will see stuff this month, yay! And presumably the rest of this year, hopefully. Bye!